What it do? Dream Team, it's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with things Americans do that other countries find weird. I'm intrigued because I've seen video where we do a lot of stuff that these other countries just ain't rocking with. It's like, what is wrong with America? What are they doing over there? So we finna see some more things. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon, all up top. You don't subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Human, I talk back. You got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon, or in the description section there's a Google form link. What we got?
Things that are considered normal in the US, but weird everywhere else. Parent edition. It's okay. Driving SUVs or like giant minivans, every other country has just normal sized cars. Using wasteful disposable diapers, and a ton of them. In other countries, they literally just take their baby and hold it over the toilet and force it to pee so that they're potty trained at a way earlier age. Traumatic, but effective.
They do that? Yeah, I did not know that. I thought most people used that. I didn't think that was an American thing. Is that? Yeah, because I thought in the UK they called them nappies. Huh. Hey, keep it going, keep it going. But that's great. I'm holding your baby up like Simba or something. Go pee. Go. No, that's funny. Keep it going, though.
And force it to pee so that they're potty trained at a way earlier age. Traumatic, but effective. Putting your kids to bed super early. In other countries, they let them stay up past 10 sometimes so that they can develop interpersonal connections and socialize with the rest of the family. Dishing out huge meals, even at a young age. We know what this one does. In America, we shield our kids from, you know, but not from violence. Yeah. What? That's so weird to me. Going right back to work after having a baby. In other countries, they get way more time to like chill with their child and not stress out, which seems pretty nice. And finally, apparently it's weird that we keep dogs as pets. Other countries have way smaller animals. I don't know what I would do.
Things that are normal in a—
It's weird that we keep dogs as pets? No way. No, I feel like I agree with half of the stuff she said, but half of it, I don't know. Like the big meals thing, yeah, I definitely agree with that. But the diapers and the dogs as pets things, no way. That's just an American thing that other countries find weird. But keep it going. Let's see what else we got.
Dogs as pets. Other countries have way smaller animals. I don't know what I would do.
Things that are normal in America, but super weird everywhere else. Travelers coming into America are often surprised by how big American portions are. In Europe and pretty much everywhere else, the portions are much smaller. The gaps in public bathroom stalls. In other places, it's completely private, so you don't have to worry about anyone seeing you. Giving your credit card to servers. They take your credit card, charge you, and then bring it back with a receipt. I'm used to just tapping my credit card on a payment machine and that's it. Tipping expectations in restaurants. In America, you're expected to tip 18% or more to your server, whereas other places like Japan, it's actually considered rude to tip at all. Before I show you the last one, I just found a way to prank your friends by spam texting them at maximum speed. Try it out by pressing here on my profile, then press spam text your friends. And finally, Americans get a lot of ice put into their drinks. They pay for most of their drink to be filled up with ice and only a little bit of soda. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
Yeah, I think that's, but I mean, at most of those places, if it comes in a glass like that, you're eating out. And if you're at a restaurant, you're gonna get free refills. So no matter how much ice they put in, you're gonna get free refills. So it's like, at least I want ice in my drink. That's basically what I'm saying. When I'm at home, I don't need it. I just put all drinks in the fridge so they're cold when I drink them. But if I'm out and about, I want ice in my drinks. But sheesh. I agree with him on every other point, bro. I think, did you see the bathroom stall? Bro, I already know this because I've seen plenty of videos like on our gaps, but those bathrooms that he showed in that picture, wasn't no sneaking in, wasn't no peeking over, wasn't no peeking under. You have 100% privacy in them bathroom stalls. I need those. All right, we'll keep it rolling.
And only a little bit of soda. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
Okay, stitch this with something that Americans do that it's really weird. I'll start. So I've been around the block. I've lived in other countries and stuff like that, and I've noticed that the only people, mainly guys, of course, American guys, like to go out in swimming trunks when it's like November or like December, or they live in like Seattle or something. Like, they just love wearing swimming trunks out. Like, why? Are you unexpectedly going to get invited to a pool party? Is a tsunami coming your way? Are you, I don't know, like, are you preparing for something that we don't know about?
Swim trunks in November, and that's they don't live in Texas. It don't happen. I would say that's a different part of America because it's way too cold, and in Texas we are so used to heat, we don't deal with cold well, and so we not walking out in swimming trunk when it's starting cold. We gonna be layered up out here. You feel me? Dang, I always say that. Somebody commented said I always say you feel me or. Yeah, and I'm trying to stop saying it. It's just a force to habit. I'm sorry. But, yeah, in other places of the country, I can see that happening, like where they grow up in cold weather and it's cold most of the time. And so they're just used to it. You know what I mean? They're just adapting to the environment. But keep it rolling. We do go out in basketball shorts a lot.
Like, are you preparing for something that we don't know about?
Ask and you shall receive.
Oh,
Starting out with one of my favorites. I don't know how I forgot this in the last one. Ranch.
yes.
You gotta try it. You gotta try it. One you guys really don't like, tipping. Tipping is really important in the US though because the wait staff do not make a livable wage. So please remember to tip when you are traveling in the US. Number 3, we're gonna talk a little bit about vehicles. So first are these very large jacked up trucks. I don't know, they might have these in like the outback of Australia, but I've never seen one just driving around the streets of Sydney. And you will see trucks like this just driving around city streets in the US. I don't know how they afford gas. Petrol. We also have the candy paint cars. And yeah, people see these driving around the streets. Being used to drinking warm beer. All those college parties that I drank out of a keg in a back of a pickup truck and I could have been drinking out of this. Peanut butter and jelly. I told John I wanted a PB&J and he thought it was something dirty. And finally, Greek life, or just like university or college life in general. I feel like most countries just go to university from their family home, while America makes it like this whole coming of age time in your life where you need friends. So you join a sorority or fraternity. Yes, I was in a sorority.
Weird things that
I was in a fraternity. College was some of the best times of my life. I went into debt, and it's ridiculous that I paid for it. But I had so much fun, and I made so many memories. And so, hopefully, that was worth all the debt. I had a good job. It just paying the money back is not a good time. But peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's mainly American. They're so good. They're so good. And tipping in the car. I love the candy. I don't love candy paint cars, but I love that she put the candy paint cars in the video. Yes, I always see that. I'm like, why? Keep it rolling.
So you join a sorority or fraternity? Yes, I was in a sorority.
Weird things that Americans do. Part 12. In the US, dogs can travel like this. In Spain, this is very much illegal. You will get a huge fine. If you have a small dog, in Spain you will have to travel with him like this. And if it's a big dog, you will need to put them on the trunk.
No, but yeah. I don't know how we are allowed to ride with the dogs like that. I think I agree with that law that it should be illegal because the dog just in the back. It could just jump out. But no, I love the for the little dog. You had the little seatbelt vest kind of thing. I've never seen that. I have never seen that. And then I understand like the dog cage. Like they should have to be protected by that. I agree with that.
Huge fine. If you have a small dog, in Spain you will have to travel with him like this. And if it's a big dog, you will need to put them on the trunk and protect them with a screen like this. Weird things Americans do. Part 14. Americans pay so much money to get their nails done. It's normal to spend between $60 and $120. Yes, on nails. Yesterday I saw a TikTok of a woman and she made a video about her nails and how much she paid. It was $90 and I'm reading through the comments and the people were like, oh, that's a pretty good price. Or that's not a bad price for the design you got. Like, what? How can people afford spending $90 every 3 weeks? I was used to paying 12 euros in Spain. So yeah, that was a culture shock for me. Weird things.
How can they afford? I don't know how they do it, but that $90. I don't want to show y'all my nails because they're ugly. But I've never done anything to. I can't fathom. I can't understand spending $90 every 3 weeks on nails. It's baffling to me, but to the people who do it, know what I'm saying? They understand it more than I do. So no judging here, but that is crazy.
To paying 12 euros in Spain, so yeah, that was a culture shock for me. Weird things Americans do, part 10. You guys, Americans eat dinner at 5 p.m. The first time I came to the US and I went to a restaurant with my friends and it was 5 p.m, I was like, wow, we're gonna eat dinner twice. They were like, twice? Yeah, we're gonna eat at 9, 10 p.m. again, right? They were like, no, this is our only dinner. Like, what? Aren't you hungry by 9 or 10 p.m?
Weird things Americans do that other countries don't.
A lot of people do eat dinner around that time. I don't. I eat around 8 p.m. dinner around 8 p.m. But a lot of people eat dinner around 5, 6 p.m. Yeah, and I'm exactly with her on that one. I'm exactly with her.
Aren't you hungry by 9 or 10 p.m?
Weird things Americans do that other countries don't understand. Leading the pack, we have using America or Americans to describe anything about ourselves, like I just did. If you grew up in the US, you would assume that using America or the United States are interchangeable. The rest of the world does not agree. We aren't the only America out there because there's a lot more to North America than us. There's also South America, and that's why everybody else refers to us as the States. Next up, we have tipping our servers. Not tipping your server in the US is often frowned upon, but in other countries, it's not expected and sometimes considered rude. That's probably because in the US, we do not pay our servers a livable wage. Then we have that in the US, we put a ridiculous amount of ice in our drinks. When you visit Europe, a lot of restaurants don't even use that much ice, and you might not even get it unless you ask for it. In my opinion, ice just takes up way too much space. I want more alcohol. Another one is that in the US, if you want a degree, you're gonna have to deal with crippling student debt. A lot of other countries offer free college educations. And lastly, in the US, vacation time is very scarce. 6 weeks paid is standard.
Weird things that Americans do,
Yes.
part 13. Americans have...
I agree with him completely on all of his points on that one. I agree, except the ice. If it's alcohol, though, yeah, don't put no ice in my... I guess it depends on what kind of alcohol. Depends on what... But don't put too much, because you want more alcohol than ice, because you ain't getting free refills of alcohol. You feel me?
6 weeks paid is standard.
Weird things that Americans do, part 13. Americans hand their credit cards to waiters when paying for their food like it's nothing.
Yeah.
The waiters literally take your card to the back of the restaurant, runs the card, and then returns it later with the bill. The first time I ate at a restaurant here in the US and the waiter took my card, I was like, what are you doing? In Spain, we always use contactless cards. The waiter comes with a machine like this, tap the card, and that's it. So here in the US, how do I know that you're not writing down my credit card information? Why don't you do more contactless cards? I'm confusion. Weird things that Americans do, part 5. Let's talk about tipping. It may be normal in the US, but it's not in the rest of the world. The first time I ate at a restaurant in the US, I was very confused when the server gave me the bill. But then I found out that the US doesn't have universal high wages. So the employer, let's say a restaurant, can pay the employee, a server, under the minimum wage if they earn tips. Since Americans are aware of this, they tip between 15 and 20%. My question is, why the US doesn't have universal high wages? Weird things that Americans...
My question, too. It's my... I don't know why we don't. Because, it'd be a lot... if I didn't have to tip when I get out, if I knew the waiters or waitresses were making livable wages, then I'd be like, well, I don't really got to tip. But we tip, know what I'm saying? Because we look out for them. When it should be the place that they're working out looking out for them. And so I understand what she's saying. And the credit card thing, I've never ran into the problem. I don't know anybody who has. But I've seen in the comment section that there's videos about like people giving their cards to waiters or waitresses, and know what I'm saying? They do get their information, and they put like little charges up over time, or they charge. And so I'm gonna watch a video or two on that and see it happen, because I don't know about any circumstances like in my personal life where I've ever experienced or anyone around me has experienced it. But if it happens, shoot, hold up, bring me that machine, please.
Between 15 and 20%. My question is, why the US doesn't have universal high wages? Weird things that Americans do, part 4. I don't understand one thing about here. Why do Americans keep building wooden homes in areas prone to tornadoes and hurricanes? Also, they can be very expensive. Let me show you. Oh, it's freezing. There it is. Why don't you guys don't build with concrete or stone houses? I'm very
That makes
confused.
sense.
Weird things Americans do that other countries don't understand. Leading the pack, we have that in America, we have gaps in our bathroom stalls. To be honest, I thought this was a worldwide thing, but now that I think of it, that's fucking weird. Having to
Look at his eye, bro. Look, I'm just focused on this eyeball looking at me, bro. I've never had nobody look through, but yeah, get rid of the gaps because other countries doing it right. Take the gaps away.
To be honest, I thought this was a worldwide thing, but now that I think of it, that's fucking weird. Having to sit in constant fear, literally, of someone seeing you take a shit is baffling. I feel like these were invented specifically for the Tony Lopez's of the world. Next up is that we have a specific room for our laundry. Normally, we have a laundry room with our washer and dryer in it, or we put it in the garage, but in Europe, they keep it in the kitchen. To be honest, I just think food and clothes don't mix, so this kind of makes sense. Next up, we have the annoying sales tax. In Europe, they just pay the listed price with everything included, but in America, we add the sales tax because we like to be fucking difficult. Then we have that we sell booze and cigarettes at our pharmacies. To be honest, I've never actually thought about this, but yes, this is a fucking problem. Let me go get my medicine, but also some cigarettes and alcohol. And lastly, our food portions in America are absolutely fucking disgusting. This is why we are one of the leaders in obesity.
Weird things that Americans do. Part 15. Let's talk about tobacco. Americans can buy cigarettes at most grocery stores. Let me show you before I continue.
That's how it be.
This was a huge culture shock for me because there's no way that in Spain you can buy cigarettes at the grocery store. In Spain, we have specific stores to buy tobacco. This is what the outside look like and this is the inside. As you can see, they only sell tobacco.
That makes a lot more sense, but it's just more convenient. America is about convenience. It's convenient to be able to get everything you need in one place. I love this, and I agree with most of these takes, man. Why do we do some of these things? Why do we do some of these things? That's all we got for this. You guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to, you can subscribe to Patreon, or in the description section there's a Google form link. All you got to do is hit the link, fill out your suggestions, send it to me. Want me to get yours faster, fill out premium. Make sure you hit subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. I got social media and Patreon all up top. You know, subscribe to any of that. Put all the links in the description. All you got to do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal. Out.